one match into the other, you know. So that's a little hard sometimes for archers, but there are some people that are mastering it here.
So 139, 121, or excuse me, 131 to 129.
Actually, it is more. It's 2 more tens, so this is a 151.
Oh, this is true. Yes.
It's a 151 for the German team.
So 151. The total score for Germany as they win the bronze medal in mixed team competition. And we move on now to the mixed team gold medal match featuring South Africa, a team that was seeded 10th after the ranking rounds, but managed to work their way through the qualifying matches, scored a 3-point victory over India, a 3-point victory over France, and a 3-point victory over Germany in the 8th quarterfinals and semifinals. Or excuse me, that was Denmark, the team that they're facing. Actually, South Africa defeated Russia by 4 in the 1/8 round, Italy by 1 in the quarterfinals, and Slovenia by 4 in the semis.
Yep.
So we'll talk about Denmark in just a second. I want to get back to South Africa, and we will in just a moment after we introduce Tanja, Jensen, and Stephan Hansen, both of whom shot this morning and have been out here already.
Yeah, they have been out here already, so that would definitely be a plus. On the other hand, they both lost their team matches, so I really hope that's not bringing them down.
Might provide more motivation.
Yeah, it might. Maybe they just want to go, you know, with the third match for Denmark, you know, 3rd time's the charm. Maybe it works out because both amazing shooters had a really good week this week. So
yes, Tanja and Stephan, they teamed up for 3-point victories over India, France, and Germany.
Yep.
And South Africa with the wins over Russia, Italy, and Slovenia. And for South Africa, it's Jeanine von Kradenburg and Gabriel Badenhorst, both of them very experienced.
Yes, yes, actually.
A little bit more mature.
Actually, Jeanine, I first met, what was it, a few years ago in Antalya or something like that. I think it was Antalya, when the whole team just emerged and showed to not just be any team. They were winners.
They are excellent archers.
Amazing.
We just don't get to see them that often. It's a long way for them to travel from South Africa to any of these events.
If they don't have the proper funding, it's hard for them to show up. So all of a sudden you have this new team and they come out of nowhere and they just win things. There you go. They open up with 2 tens because both of them are amazing archers. Oh.
Gabriel was ready to shoot again.
Yeah, he knows it's not his turn, but you know, sometimes when you're so focused on shooting, you just keep on going.
Tanja Jensen, 19 years old.
Shot amazing today.
Right down the middle.
Yep. She opened up the team round with 2 X's. So obviously she's keeping it up.
Stephan Hansen trying to make sure Denmark keeps up with Slovenia, but that one drifts a little outside the 10 ring.
Yeah, that one's just outside, but it's definitely not gonna. This is definitely not gonna be an easy match. And I'm thinking both of these teams are gonna shoot the best they can.
The 4-time national champion, Gabriel Badenhorst, puts up a 9. And time ticking away.
Oh, she can do it. She pulled a bow. She's got 10 seconds now. It's stressful, but it's doable.
Von Kradenburg under a little bit of pressure.
6 or 7. Yeah.
As the camera widens out, you can see it at the top of your screen.
Oh, it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look nice. Yeah, she gets stressed over the time. It's not always the problem that you can't actually make the shot in 15 seconds. You can, but it's tight, and then you
just have that clock in your mind that's ticking.
Yeah, and you're just thinking about the time, and that's an issue. And then there is the win.
Win right there.
And she shoots and scores a 10.
That's a great shot.
That's an amazing shot.
As much as the wind was moving her bow around.
Yep. I'm always fascinated when I see archers like that.
So close.
Yeah, it just both outright. Very good route though.
He's been so close all day long.
And I mean, he got 2 arrows just out of the 10 ring at 3 o'clock when the wind is actually pushing them out left. So that's a talent too.
I would imagine the challenge for Stephan Hansen right now is just to not get frustrated.
Yeah, he was not really happy with how the team event went with the boys. Well, they won silver, so that's great. But I'm pretty sure he wanted to shoot a little bit better. At least he looked frustrated at a few points during the match, so I guess he wants to do better now. And besides, a girl is kicking his ass now, so.
Which is fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine. She's on his side.
Hey, exactly.
She's on his side. They're doing it together now.
Behind every strong man, there's a stronger woman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I hope my wife is listening.
Yep. If not, well, we will show her the
We'll
video.
make her, yes.
We'll make sure she sees it.
I want her to understand that. 38-35. It's Denmark with the 3-point lead early on after that unfortunate 6 by Jeanine von Kradenburg on her.
They definitely open up the door for Denmark.
Shot.
It's a 3-point lead. If Denmark just stays solid now, if they just stay stable, it would be hard for South Africa to pick it up. They would need to shoot basically 10s now, only 10s. And that's not really easy at the moment.
There are mountains to climb here in Turkey, and right now South Africa is looking at a tall mountain down by 3, but very experienced team. Von Kradenburg, 36 years old, and Gabriel's 41. They've been around. They've seen this.
Exactly. I wouldn't place any bets. Well, generally, this is archery. I would not bet on anything.
Gabriel Badenhorst, he picked up his first World Cup medal in Wrocław. Also won a team silver 2 years ago in Belek.
There we go, an action.
Dead center.
Yep.
And Jeanine.
Let's see what she does now.
9.
Okay.
Took her time.
Took a while, but sometimes some shots just take a while. Maybe she was waiting for the breeze to pass a little bit. Maybe she just wanted to do a good shot after the last one. It just takes a while. Amazing shot again.
Tanja Jensen with a quick shot.
Yeah, but her shots, they just look solid. They all look the same. Very smooth, very good, all day long. So.
And for somebody who's shooting at her first World Cup event, she looks remarkably calm.
Yeah, and she put down a 698 in the ranking round. And I'm like, okay, I'm impressed.
Yeah, get your attention.
Yeah, well, she got everyone's attention.
Badenhorst.
Nice. They really need 10s now, so each one of them is very welcome.
It's been a good end for Gabriel Badenhorst. South Africa trying to get back into this match. And that'll help.
There we go, she managed. That's nice, and 39 out of a possible 40.
So now it's up to Tanja Jensen and Stephan Hansen. Try to keep South Africa at arm's length.
So this one takes a bit longer time.
Paid off though.
Beautiful.
Patience.
Yep. A lot of times you need patience in this sport. And it pays off.
There's a 10.
There we go.
Does again.
That's amazing. 4 10s.
A perfect end for Denmark. The Danes trying to pick up the mixed team gold medal here in Antalya. Last year it was Belgium defeating Colombia, a team led by Sarah Lopez. But it was Michael Covey and Sarah Priels who won, representing Belgium here in Antalya last year. Now 3 weeks ago, it was Colombia winning the mixed team gold medal match as Sarah Lopez teamed up with Daniel Munoz to defeat Turkey by 6 points. Turks actually led by 1 after the first end, but Sarah Lopez in Colombia, Daniel Munoz able to come back in that match.
Yeah, they know how to do that. I've seen Sarah shoot a lot of her matches and maybe have a rough start. Not always, I mean, she shoots amazing, so, but even when she has a rough starts, when she's trailing a point or 2 or even 3, she just digs deep, digs really deep, and pulls out tens.
They don't quit.
Yeah, she never quits.
At this level, I don't think I've ever seen anybody quit, to be honest with you.
No, the stakes are too high, and it's, I don't know. You know what? All of us here, we're all competitive. Well, we wouldn't be here if we weren't, I guess. But you just can't let it go. You get, I guess, hooked on the adrenaline, you know, the tension, and just on the rivalry at the point.
Well, you have to keep shooting and wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. Give yourself a chance.
Yeah, because if you give up on yourself, then, well, why should anyone else believe in you? I mean,
all is lost.
Exactly. I mean, and open up with another 10. That's good for South Africa. So let's see if they can actually do something in these 2 ends. It won't be easy because Denmark's really shooting well.
South Africa shot so well in the second end and still gave up a point.
Yep.
Now with back-to-back 10s, trying to hold their ground. And they're more or less at the mercy of these two.
Yeah, I think if they stay solid, Denmark has it. But yeah, you never know. It's tricky sometimes in these finals. Okay, so she shot her first 9 in the match. I think she's forgiven. That's all right. She's shooting amazing today.
Stephan Hansen trying to follow up the 10 by Tanja Jensen. And comes up, or excuse me, the 9 by Tanja.
I think he manages to do that with a chewing gum. Impressive. Well, he doesn't chew well. He aims, but still.
Oh, just a little bit low.
Yeah, just out.
And they
really
can
close.
ill afford that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad shot, given the circumstances, but he needs 10s.
Von Kradenburg, who won the South African National Championships in April of 2013 and 14.
Good. Well, they shot another good end of 39, which is just dropping 1 point of the possible 40. But in the last end, they actually lost another point to Denmark. So if Denmark pulls off the same, well, they can't. If they shoot 39, they have no themselves.
So another 9 by Tanja Jensen.
15.
Both of these archers from Denmark, 19 years of age.
Yep.
Ooh.
Both very young. They're both very young, but Denmark has a really strong team at the very moment, especially compound. I mean, recurve as well, but compounds are very strong.
So actually in that end, South Africa picks up a point, outscores them 39-38, outscores Denmark, so they pick up a point, now trail by 3, 116-113. But Ivana, I don't care what sport you're talking about, I always think it's tough.
Yep.
When you've got the lead and trying to hang on to it and close something out.
Yeah, there's a difference between being, you know, the hunter and the prey.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you have to deal with both. I guess you have to learn how to be both. So South Africa will start shooting first. And if it's going to be easy to hold their ground and keep their advantage and take the gold medal for the Danes, well, they will actually see after the first few shots of the South Africans, you know. So
a long way from home. The South African archers making the trip up here to Antalya, Turkey.
there's a lot of people that are a long way from home.
Yes.
Scores confirmed and on the board. It's a 3-point advantage for Denmark with 4 areas to go.
So Denmark with the 3-point lead, 116-113. Tanja, Jensen, Stephan, Hansen trying to pick up the gold medal for Denmark.
Yeah, they're sure motivated for it.
The Danish women had a chance at a bronze medal this morning, but lost to Russia in the bronze medal match by 1 point. And then in the gold medal match for the men, the USA came from behind to defeat Denmark, so Denmark had to settle for the silver medal there.
Yep. Well, at least they have 1 medal already, but well, this would be the second. However, I think they both want to win in the finals match today.
Going for the gold. So an X for Gabriel Badenhorst.
9.
Let's go.
From Kradenburg. Posting a 9.
Yeah. So let's see the arrows from Denmark. Fighting with the wind again.
Almost got it in there.
It's a solid 9, just out of the 10 ring. Looked really hard at some points.
Yeah.
So it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. They're down to 2 points difference. It's never nice to actually lower lose some of the advantage. So especially when your opponent shoots a 10.
Sure. Badenhorst hanging in there. Needs some help from Jeanine von Kradenburg. Steady. Oh,
just
high.
9.
Paints that 9 line.
Yeah, basically, if the Danes shoot 2 9s, they still have the gold. So they need to stay in the gold.
Straddling that shooting line. Tanja Jensen. Ooh, just did catch that 9.
Just caught that 9, but it counts. It's a 9.
Wow.
15.
For the win.
9 to win.
And there it is.
9. Yeah.
A 1-point win for Denmark.
Turned out to be a really close match in
Much
the end.
closer, yeah.
It's just at the end of the 4 ends, you see just 1 point difference. But it's really nice they won. I think they are, as a mixed team, colleagues, I think they are quite new. Because mostly it was Martin Damsbo shooting with either Camilla or Erica or whoever would be in the team. Now it's Stephan and Tanja. So they're a new mixed team.
And you got a feeling we're going to see them for a lot of years to come.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Both 19 years old.
Oh yeah. They're still juniors. Wow.
That's true. They'll be in Yankton, South Dakota next week.
That's true. Okay, I can't say about Tanja. I would guess so, but yeah, Stephan is heading to the world. He's heading to the World Championships.